doing some more Robot C program. As you can see, I was just editing my last video. Really sorry about that. My iPad was doing some funny stuff. I was having audio problems, so it's really crappy. It's gonna be better now. So today we're going to make a program. So let's do not really a challenge, just to see how much you can do with this. So as I said, yes, last video we talked about like how to calculate how many wheel rotations in a certain distance. We're gonna do that in a simpler time. There's a specific formula, and I don't know where I put it. I can't remember it because it's actually kind of complicated. Well, not really complicated. There's just a lot to it. So once I find that out, I will report back to you on that. Um, so we're gonna make a simple program called. Well, we're not gonna call it anything. It's just going to do something. So, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Let's do a repeat forever command. How's that? Let's make it do this forever. What do you want it to do? What do we want it to do? Let's see. Let's make it play a sound forever. Interesting. Let's see how this goes. Well, so in this video, I'm just going to make the program. In the next video, at the beginning, I'll show you how the program works. So, like what it does. So, something to look forward to. Okay, my mouse stopped working. It's like this whole time until so I have to use it. Sorry, again, my mouse. Alright, again. Okay, I'm just gonna use the trackpad. Oh wait, now my mouse is working. Okay, so let's just make it the sound of, I don't know, the car alarm. So what this is going to do is it's going to play the car alarm sound forever. It's never going to stop. It's never ever going to stop. So if we just compile it and download to the robot and we play the program, that's exactly what it's going to do. It's just going to go beep 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 into that car alarm sound for an ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever until you turn the program off or the battery dies on the robot. Yeah. And so that's pretty much how you use the repeat forever. Now let's do something a little more different. Let's do an if-else statement. If-else statements are these are all flow control. These control the flow, how the program works, what the program does, like when it does it, how it does it, under what conditions does it do it, like so if something specific is happening, then do something. If it's not happening, then do something else. So that's what this does. If something is doing something, then do this. Otherwise, do this. If you don't want this, like otherwise do this. If you like do this, or if it's not, just don't do anything, then you just use the if. So let's use the if else. If else is, well, like I told you. So let's just make it so if, like on my previous video, like the bumper is touched or pressed, bumper button on the front of my robot, right under the arm where I showed you the arm moves up, it falls back and hits the bumper where that like bend is. So if the bumper is touched, then the LED will turn, let's just say it turns dark blue. Otherwise, make it turn, how about green? So, oh wait, one second. You have to make that one. So if it's pressed, if you put the 0 there, nothing would happen, or something would happen. Like I said before, if you put the 1 there, it's gonna work. So if it's pressed, equals 1, which means pressed 1 time or like tapped 1 time. If it's pressed, like change the value to 6 times. So if the bumper is pressed 6 times, then it'll do something. So if the bumper is pressed 1 time, then the LED color will be blue. If it is not, the LED color will be green. So it'll stay green until the bumper is touched. Then it will turn dark blue. So that's pretty much the if-else statement. If you want, you can play around with that a bunch. Again, it's really simple to use. It's not at all hard, and anybody can do it if you just know what to do. So let's get rid of that, and let's move on to something else. Let's move on to the repeat until. Repeat until. Let's see. It's pretty much like the repeat forever, like I told you. So it could play the sound forever, like we did before the car alarm sound. Okay, so it'll play the car alarm sound until, let's say, the bumper switch is pressed. If the bumper switch is pressed one time, then the car alarm sound will stop. If it is not, the car alarm will go on and on and on and on and on. And that's pretty much the repeat until. It's just the repeat forever. Let's put with a little bit of conditioning under it. The while statement is kind of like that. While the bumper is being pressed, or that. While the bumper is being pressed, then play the car alarm sound. So yeah, while the bumper is being pressed, play the car alarm sound. It's simple. It's pretty simple. It's all simple. Programming is simple. Well, it's challenging, but once you get past the wall that goes so with all the code and all the words and all stuff, programming really is a fun and easy way to make things do stuff. Especially Robot C. Well, maybe not easy, but it's a way of doing this. And once you get past all the hard stuff, programming becomes really easy and smart. And so that's the while statement. Okay, let's review just to keep it fresh in your heads. Repeat forever. Repeat something forever. If you put like the sound in, if you play the sound, it will play. If you insert play sound command into the repeat forever like bracket thing, it will play the sound forever and never ever stop until you stop the program or it runs out of power. And the if-else statement, well, if something is happening, then do something. If it is not happening, do something else or do nothing. If it does nothing, then you would just pretty much use the if statement. Let's just look at the if statement real quick, just to see the if statement. If the bumper is being pressed, then play the sound. And then if it isn't, not anything. The if statement is a lot like the while statement. There's some minor differences, but in that case they would pretty much do the same thing. The wait until, we'll get to that later. That's like, we have to incorporate the waits and stuff, so we'll just, and repeat until. So let's say repeat the sound forever until bumper is pressed, then don't play that sound forever. So if it's playing a sound forever, but if the bumper is pressed, then it won't do anything anymore. It'll stop. Okay, so comment real quick is just a way of making little notes in your program. Like say blah. Okay, so I typed it there. That has no thing in the code. It doesn't do a thing. It doesn't mess up as long as that's in that box. That it's not gonna be any syntax errors or anything. It's appropriate. It's like if you experience with any other programs like Lua, it's the two minus signs together and then the space and then you write your comment. Or in Java, I forget, but it might be the two slashes, just like this. I forget what you do in Java. I only learned a little bit of it because I really stopped doing that because I was doing other stuff. So that's pretty much the basic flows. We're gonna do wait until later, and the repeat is just like repeat forever taken down watch, so it just repeats so many times. That's all for the flow control. I hope you learned a lot. We'll do a little bit of review next time and later. This to keep your games refreshed because we don't want you to lose it because it's important to use flow control, probably use flow control in pretty much every program you need. To make something like really cool, to make something work, you need flow control. Flow control is important. So that's it for today. Well, goodbye everybody. I hope you learned a lot from this, and I'll be on next time if you wait until. Goodbye.